Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
I've seen a lot of cops kind of walking up and down the sidewalks downtown during the day and stuff, and I think that's really good.
Fargo police are using a new strategy in hopes of keeping crime in check. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Intelligence-led policing is a concept adopted because of a growing city and a growth in crime. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric explains what it means and how it differs from what was being done before.
Until recently, it was all about data-led policing, crunching the crime stats and basing plans around areas with a high number of events and trends.
Evaluating certain types of crimes and certain times of the day and certain days of the week to where those crime spikes are happening, the calls for service are happening.
Sergeant Jared Crane used to be a patrol sergeant who regularly worked with the numbers. Now Crane and others with Fargo Police have shifted focus.
Collaboration between us and the citizens and criminal intelligence that we receive from other agencies and things like that. We have people that just cultivate that type of intelligence.
It means keeping a closer eye on your neighbors and your street and reporting anything that just doesn't look right. Police say in a city like Fargo, with budget constraints up against the explosive growth, they have to think outside the spreadsheet.
Just because of all the violence that's been downtown, I don't feel safe downtown, not necessarily.
Anderson works at the Hodo. Recent crime spikes have her walking a little quicker.
I would say that it should be an even mix of both. They should still use the data that they're getting, but also paying mind to what's happening in the neighborhood.
I think it is better to be more in the field than just sitting in a desk, I guess. That'd be my opinion.
Ferris says the intelligence-led policing strategy is something he can get behind. He just hopes it translates to a greater visibility around Fargo for the police. Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
The Fargo Police Department also hopes to get federal grant money soon to hire more officers. There are currently 9 in training.
A Crookston man is dead today following an argument he had with his best friend. Family members say the victim is 18-year-old Juan Morales. They say Morales was life-flighted from Crookston to a Fargo hospital where he later passed away. 18-year-old Daniel Gonzalez Jr. is in the Polk County Jail accused of shooting Morales in the head. It's likely the original charge of attempted murder will be upgraded to a murder charge during his court appearance tomorrow. Police responded to reports of a shooting at this apartment building in the northeast corner of Crookston just after midnight. A neighbor says that there was a party going on there in one of the apartments. Family members and police say the suspect and the victim had been arguing earlier.
Charges were filed today against 2 Moorhead men in an apparent robbery that led to a gunshot in Romkey Park. 27-year-old Alfred Lamar is facing several counts of assault with a dangerous weapon and illegal possession of a firearm. 25-year-old Lawrence Leslie Jr. was charged with 3 counts of assault with a dangerous weapon and carrying a gun without a permit.
Police have identified the body pulled from the Red River earlier this week as 52-year-old Cynthia Niflot. A kayaker near Memorial Park called 911 after discovering the body. Niflot was last seen Sunday morning and had been reported missing to the Fargo Police Department. Officers say there is no indication of foul play at this time.
14-year-old Hunter Butane has died from an infection in his brain caused by an amoeba commonly known and found in lakes. Minnesota health officials say Butane was swimming in Lake Minnewaska in Polk County, where it's believed he contracted the rare infection. The MHD reports this particular amoeba is commonly found in freshwater and soil all over the world.
A recent article is being shared online in the area, and it's causing some angry reactions from North Dakota officials. The article from the website Breitbart calls North Dakota a sanctuary for dangerous illegal aliens. The article references a week-long rash of crime between 2 immigrant groups in Fargo. The article claims, quote, no matter how violent the immigrants act, there is virtually no chance they will be expelled back to their home countries. Leanne Birch with the Department of Corrections set the record straight today.
That's absolutely false. We have always honored ICE detainers and warrants. We honor every federal detainer and warrant, and we always will.
North Dakota officials encourage internet users to research and study up on facts before sharing content with friends.
Kentucky Senator and presidential candidate Rand Paul has been doing research on whether federal government may be splurging. Rand calls it the Waste Report. He provides a weekly list that highlights excessive spending in the federal government.
We have a $3.8 trillion budget of money we spend it on, and American taxpayers would be appalled to find out some of the things we're spending it on.
His report includes spending on expansive winemaking programs, $13,000 treadmills, and many more. The senator from Kentucky doesn't think taxpayers should put up with it.
Another one that we were kind of annoyed with was one of the departments sent their employees to learn how to write an email. And I'm guessing about every 5 or 6 year old in the country knows how to, send a message on their phone, either by text or email. That for the government to be paying for an email course sounds a bit ludicrous.
The U.S. Coast Guard was mentioned in the report for spending on medical travel that was found unnecessary by the Office of the Inspector General.
In conjunction with Military Appreciation Day, the Red River Valley Fair honored local veterans through the Hometown Heroes program. Members of the community were asked to nominate past or present members of the military who they think have gone above and beyond for their country, their family, and their community. Now, the 4 recipients were John Meyer, Brad On, Dennis Maresh, and William Bill Tuning. Each were recognized prior to the Craig Morgan concert and were presented with a prize package. A P-51 Mustang also did a flyover, and mega country artist Craig Morgan even helped present the awards.
Congratulations to all the recipients. Well, they're made to solve problems you have in your everyday life. As seen on TV, products are tempting to many. Others remain skeptical.
We're testing one each week for you this month to see if they actually get the job done. Tonight, it's a summer favorite for many, a grilling tool. Valley News Team's Nicole Johnson puts the Miracle Grill Mat to the test.
We grill just about anything.
Master griller,
Hamburger, steak, fish.
Bob Walland likes to buy things he's seen on TV. That's why he's pumped to try some burgers out on the Miracle Grill Mat.
Now you want non-stick? That's non-stick, and I've still got my grill line.
Apparently, the mat cuts out all cleanup without sacrificing any flavor.
With the Miracle Grill Mat, cleanup is a snap.
Bob whips up some burgers and we head out to the backyard. We decide to try a couple regular and a few on the grill mat. As time goes by, you can see the burgers on the regular grill cooking faster. And to Bob's disappointment, barely any lines the infomercial promised.
It makes the food look better. And it sounds stupid, but it's true.
We decided on medium rare burgers, took them off the grill, revealing the mess left behind.
Now see, cleaning this off, you go there with the brush.
Bob cleans the half without the mat. He's done in seconds.
And that's it.
Then took the mat inside to clean it up.
It makes no sense.
He says it took longer to clean and couldn't get all the grease off, but it is dishwasher safe. Now, time for the taste test. Bob tries one off the grill mat.
Not bad at all. But I think a lot of it is just a psychological thing of having a grill and the grill itself. You know.
Bob gives it a B, saying $10 isn't bad, hoping it will work better for fish or veggies. As far as burgers go, Bob says he won't be using the mat again. They just don't taste the same. No lines and just not done inside.
That's all you want to put into loaded with TLC.
Reporting in West Fargo, Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Those burgers look good. Now, if you want to pick one of these devices up, we wanted to let you know that we bought the grill mat off of Amazon.com for $10. It's going for $20 on As Seen on TV's website. Next week, we're testing out a product that's supposed to relieve aches and pains. Tune in on Thursday to see if the magnetic posture corrector is worth your money.